One issue I frequently run into with games is that finding locations is often trivial. The moment I learn about a settlement, dungeon, ruin, or a point of interest, it immediately appears on my map with perfect accuracy. The journey itself may still be interesting though. There might be random encounters, or I might discover other things along the way. The destination itself may also be interesting. It could contain loot, quests, or important NPCs. What often gets skipped is the process of actually finding the location though. I don't need to verify information. I don't need to decide whether I trust the source. I don't need to wonder if the map is accurate. The game simply tells me exactly where to go. One simple way to make finding locations more interesting is to add cartographers to your game. A cartographer is a profession whose job is to discover locations and create maps. These maps are then sold to other characters throughout the world. Whenever a cartographer discovers a settlement, dungeon, or other point of interest, they create a map for that location. Each map only needs a few pieces of information: the location name, the location coordinates, and the cartographer's name. The location name tells the buyer what they're looking for. The coordinates tell them where to look, and the cartographer's name tells them exactly who created the map. But what makes things interesting is that the coordinates aren't always correct. Whenever a cartographer creates a map, they do a cartography skill check. If they pass, the map contains the correct coordinates. If they fail, the coordinates are randomized. The location still exists, the cartographer still discovered it. The map simply points to the wrong place. This means that two maps for the same exact location may not be equally valuable. A skilled cartographer may consistently produce reliable maps, while an inexperienced one may send travelers in the wrong direction. Once the map has been created, the cartographer returns to a town and sells it. From there, the map can enter the world economy. Merchants, adventurers, explorers, and even other cartographers can purchase copies and use the information for their own purposes. Some maps may lead people directly to their destination, while others may lead them far away from where they intended to go. The obvious benefit of the cartography system is that it makes finding locations more interesting. In my games, the player's current X and Y coordinates are always visible. Most of the time, those numbers are just background information. The player may glance at them occasionally, but they rarely really matter. But the cartography system changes that. Now the player has a reason to pay attention to their coordinates. If a map says a settlement is located at a specific set of coordinates, the player can use their own position to determine whether they're getting closer to their destination or moving farther away. The system also creates interesting stories through imperfect information. Imagine you're a new merchant trying to establish a trade route. You hear rumors about a profitable settlement and decide to purchase a map. Gold is tight, but you believe the investment will pay for itself once you arrive. You follow the map only to discover that the settlement isn't where the map claimed it would be. Now you have a problem. The gold you spent on the map is gone. Time has been wasted. Your supplies have been consumed. You may need to turn around, or maybe the map is a little bit off, so you consider searching the surrounding area, or just abandon the journey altogether. So in that situation, you didn't really make a bad decision. You just simply acted on the information that was currently available to you. Finally, the system allows reputations to emerge naturally. Because every map contains the cartographer's name, players begin associating map quality with the person who created it. A new cartographer may produce inaccurate maps while learning their profession. Over time, their skill improves and their maps become more reliable. Eventually, players may find themselves actively searching for maps created by specific cartographers because they trust their work. Likewise, they may learn to avoid maps created by cartographers with a history of inaccurate information. Rather than relying on a separate reputation system, trust emerges naturally through the player's experiences. The result is a world where information has value. Characters act on what they know rather than what is, and finding a location can be just as interesting as the journey there. The goal of the cartography system isn't to create maps. The goal is to make information meaningful. Instead of instantly revealing the exact location of every settlement, dungeon, ruin, or point of interest, information must first be discovered, recorded, and distributed throughout the world. Some of that information may be accurate, some of it may not. As cartographers explore the world, create maps, and sell them to others, information becomes a resource that can be bought, sold, trusted, and questioned. Players are no longer acting on perfect knowledge, they're acting on the information available to them. The result is a world where finding a location can be just as interesting as whatever is waiting there. And that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.